Picture this, a 16-year-old teenager named Alex on the cusp of adulthood feeling the pressure. Alex is much like any other teenager, grappling with the seismic shift from childhood to adulthood, a transition that often feels like a high-stakes tightrope walk. He yearns for independence, for the freedom to make his own choices, to set his own rules. But just as Alex is learning to navigate the world on his own, he finds himself in a complex dance with his parents. It's a dance marked by a push-and-pull dynamic, a delicate balance between asserting his individuality and respecting the guardianship of his parents. Think about it. Alex wants to stay out past midnight with friends, but his parents insist on a 10 o'clock curfew. He feels ready to shoulder more responsibilities, yet his parents seem hesitant, still treating him like their little boy. These are the moments that often lead to misunderstandings, miscommunications, and clashes. And it's not just Alex who's feeling the heat. His parents, too, are caught in a balancing act. On one side, they have their protective instincts, their desire to shield Alex from the world's harsh realities. On the other, they understand the need to let him learn from his own experiences, to stumble and pick himself up. It's a dance that requires intricate footwork from both parties. The dance floor of adolescence is not an easy one to navigate. It's fraught with missteps and toe-stepping, with tumbles and twirls. But it's also a dance that's necessary, a rite of passage that every teenager must go through. In Alex's world, the struggle for autonomy and understanding is real, just like it is for many teenagers around the globe. Yet, it's a struggle that holds the potential for growth, for learning, and for a deeper understanding of oneself and others. It's a dance that, once mastered, can lead to a harmonious relationship between parents and teenagers, marked by mutual respect and understanding. So, let's dive deeper into this dance, this intricate ballet of adolescence, and see how Alex and his parents navigate the transition. Because after all, this dance isn't just about growing up, it's about growing together. In Alex's world, the struggle for autonomy and understanding is real, just like it is for many teenagers around the globe. Meet Sarah and John, Alex's parents, who are trying to find the balance between protecting their son and letting him explore his own path. These are the faces of everyday parenting, the silent heroes navigating the choppy waters of their teenagers' transition to adulthood. Sarah and John's journey is one many of us can relate to. Theirs is a story of love, concern, and the innate desire to shield their child from life's harsh realities. But it's also a story of understanding that their son Alex is growing up. He's finding his own voice, his own identity, and they are learning to respect that. They've had their fair share of struggles, like the time when Alex wanted to attend a late-night concert with his friends. The protective instinct in Sarah and John roared to life. They worried about his safety, about the influences he might encounter. But they also recognized that this was an opportunity for Alex to learn responsibility, to experience life on his own terms. And then there was the time when Alex decided he wanted to take a gap year before starting college. Sarah and John had a different vision for his future, a more traditional path. They had to grapple with their own expectations, their own fears. But they chose to listen, to understand, and to support Alex's desire to explore his own path. These real-life experiences highlight the delicate balance that Sarah and John, like so many parents, must strike. They must balance their protective instincts with their respect for Alex's growing need for independence. They must learn to let go, even when every fiber of their being wants to hold on tight. They must trust in the values they've instilled in Alex, and believe that he will make the right choices. It's a complex dance, a push and pull that tests their strength, their patience, and their love. But through it all, they're learning, growing, and finding their way. Sarah and John, like many parents out there, grapple with the challenge of understanding and accepting their child's journey towards adulthood. They're not alone in this journey, and neither are you. As Alex asserts his individuality, the key to managing this delicate relationship lies in mutual respect and understanding. This is the third act of our narrative, where we delve into the nuances of navigating the tricky waters of adolescence and parenthood. Imagine you're in a maze with every turn leading to a new challenge, a new opportunity to learn and grow. This is what the journey from childhood to adulthood feels like for teenagers like Alex. It's a quest for independence, a search for their unique identity, a dance with their parents, often marked by the rhythm of push and pull. On one hand, we have the teenager, striving to assert their individuality, making strides towards autonomy. They are learning to express their needs and viewpoints in a respectful and mature manner. They are beginning to understand that their actions have consequences, and with independence comes responsibility. It's a daunting task, but an essential part of their growth. On the other hand, we have the parents, struggling to balance their protective instincts with the need to let their child learn from their own experiences. They are tasked with the crucial role of listening and adapting to their child's growing need for independence, recognizing this as a natural part of their development. It's not easy to let go, but they know it's necessary. So, how do we navigate this complex dance? The answer lies in mutual respect and understanding. Teenagers like Alex can express their needs in a mature manner while appreciating the guidance their parents provide. A simple thank you, or I understand why you're concerned, can do wonders in bridging the communication gap. Parents too have a role to play. They need to listen, really listen, to their child's perspectives. It's about understanding that their child is growing up, and that comes with a need for independence. It's about adapting to this change, letting them make mistakes, and being there to guide them when they stumble. Remember, it's a dance, and in any dance, both partners need to work in harmony. It's about finding the balance between guidance and freedom, between listening and expressing, between respect and understanding. A little understanding goes a long way in smoothing out the rough edges of this complex dance. This is the key to navigating the transition, the key to a smoother journey, the key to strengthening the beautiful bond between a parent and a teenager. Open communication and empathy are powerful tools in navigating the transition from childhood to adulthood. They serve as the bridge between differing perspectives, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Imagine the scene. A teenager, full of ideas and ambitions, is eager to assert their independence. Their parents, while supportive, are cautious, protective. Both parties have valid viewpoints, but the challenge lies in expressing these perspectives in a way that fosters understanding, not conflict. That's where open communication comes in. It's about sharing thoughts, feelings, and concerns honestly and without fear. For teenagers, this means conveying their need for independence, their ideas, and their concerns in a respectful and mature manner. It's about acknowledging the experience and wisdom that their parents bring to the table, and understanding that their guidance comes from a place of love and concern. For parents, open communication involves truly listening to their teenagers' viewpoints, without immediately jumping to advice or judgment. It requires acknowledging their growing need for independence and understanding that this is a natural part of their development. Parents have to strike a delicate balance between guiding their children and giving them the freedom to learn from their own experiences. But communication is not just about talking. It's about empathizing with the other person's perspective. Empathy involves putting oneself in the other person's shoes, feeling what they feel, and understanding their viewpoint. For teenagers, this means appreciating the concerns and protective instincts of their parents. For parents, it means understanding the passions, ambitions, and the desire for independence that drive their teenager. Communication and empathy are not one-off actions. They are habits that need to be cultivated, a continuous process of sharing, understanding, and empathizing. It's about building a relationship based on mutual respect and understanding, a relationship that can weather the storms of this transitional period and emerge stronger. Remember, it's not just about talking, it's about listening too. Open communication and empathy can transform the parent-teenager relationship into a partnership, a journey of mutual growth and understanding. So, let's keep the conversations flowing and the empathy growing. Through all the ups and downs, the conflicts and resolutions, the transition from childhood to adulthood can actually strengthen the parent-teenager relationship. This journey, while fraught with challenges, can be a profound bonding experience. It's a time when both parties discover new facets of each other, fostering a deeper understanding and respect. Navigating this transition is akin to learning a new dance. Initially, there may be missteps, toes may get stepped on, and there may be moments of frustration. However, as both parties learn each other's rhythms, anticipate each other's moves, and learn to give and take, they find a rhythm that works for them. This dance, this transition, becomes a shared experience that strengthens their bond. The parent-teenager relationship is a dynamic one, constantly evolving. As teenagers assert their individuality and make strides towards autonomy, they also learn to appreciate the guidance and experience their parents offer. Parents, in turn, learn to adapt to their child's growing need for independence, recognizing this as a natural part of development. This mutual adaptation, this give and take, forms the basis of a robust and resilient relationship. Open communication and empathy are the pillars that support this relationship. They bridge the gap between differing perspectives and foster a sense of mutual respect and understanding. By expressing their needs and viewpoints respectfully and listening to each other with empathy, parents and teenagers can navigate this dynamic phase more smoothly. In conclusion, the transition from childhood to adulthood is a complex dance, marked by a search for independence and a need for guidance. It's a journey that can test the strength of the parent-teenager relationship. But with mutual respect, understanding, open communication, and empathy, this journey can actually strengthen the bond between parents and teenagers. As Alex and his parents continue their dance, they find that with every step, they're not just moving apart, but also moving closer in ways they hadn't before. The dance continues, the relationship evolves, and the bond strengthens. This is the beauty of the transition from childhood to adulthood.